Hello, everyone. My name is Jason Wilson. I'm your guest host for tonight. We're launching our SPIRITLINC Travel Project. It's actually a travel club, and we're going to show you how you're going to have all kinds of different advantages to our club. You'll be able to travel worldwide at ridiculous, you're going to see ridiculous discount prices. And at the end, you're going to ask yourself, okay, I've been paying retail this whole time as I travel. Why would I continue to do this? That's what you're going to say to yourself at the end of this presentation. And so we're going to bring on our friend C. Anthony Harris. How you doing, C. Anthony?
Oh, remarkable, blessed, positive, strong, and happy. How about yourself, Mr. Jason?
The same, blessed, and I consider you, sir, a mentor. You are a phenomenal human being. But when it comes to the travel world and just business in general, you always give great advice, not just about business, but about life in general. And so I look up to you a lot, man. And I'm blessed to have you here. Thank you so much for leading this charge and showing us ways that we can have advantages in life and travel as well. So thank you so much, man, for all you do. And we're going to be doing this, ladies and gentlemen, every Thursday after today. And at the end of the presentation, if you have any questions at all, I'm going to be sharing my website link and also my WhatsApp contact information. So if you have any questions, comments, you can feel free to contact me by WhatsApp. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to let C. Anthony take the show, and he's going to give you guys a presentation.
Well, it's my pleasure. Thank you very much for having me on the Spirit Link Network or the podcast. It's my pleasure. Hello, everyone. I'm out in the Orlando area. Anytime you come out to the Sunshine State, my wife and I moved there 8 years ago from San Francisco, ourselves and our two dogs. So anytime you're in the San Francisco area, I mean, I guess I'm still back home in the Sunshine State. We can get together and probably check out the Everglades. The Disney areas as well. That I heard that they said that the alligators are very tender, the alligator meat. Well, I won't be able to say because I've been a vegetarian for over 3 decades. So when you come, you can taste it and let us know if it's that tasty. It's a delicacy out here. Well, I want to thank again Jason for having me on this live Spirit Link. And what we're going to do, we're going to talk about a company that's doing things in travel that's never ever been done before. Now, I know that's a broad statement, but I'm going to back it up with documentation over conversation. I'm going to solidify everything that we share with you here because we're going to share some information that's never ever been shared before. And it might sound too good to be true, but it is true because when you're at the right place at the right time, sometimes it goes over our heads. But if you know that you know that you know you're at the right place at the right time, there's only two things I've learned over the last 2.5 decades of being at the right place at the right time. Number one, you got to make sure that you are the right person. And number two is you got to take the right action. So hopefully you'll see what we see. And that's why Jason here is sharing it on the Spirit Link network here, because you cannot find this anywhere other than being referred and shared it. So the company Travorium is the makeup of two words, travel and emporium. We are an emporium of travel. And what we do is we specialize in showing people how to travel more, travel better, and travel for less. Now, this is the resume of the company. The company is created by Mr. David Hart. He's the founder and CEO, and his wife Adela. I know Dave for over 10 years, and he gave me a call last July to share with me, to update me what's been happening with their company. So I'm going to share this information exactly the same way he did, because obviously it made sense to me because I pulled the trigger last September, and it's been a phenomenal run thus far. So the company is based in Temecula, California. We specialize in a travel club membership. That's what we are. We're not a travel agent. Okay, and the company is solid. The company is 14 years old, so all the challenging years are behind it. And because of the expansion, we're over in 60 countries in 6 continents. And because of that expansion, they had to open up 2 international offices to support the international growth. one in Madrid, Spain, and one in almighty Kurdistan. This company doubles in size every 8 to 12 months. Okay, we have customer service in multiple languages. Okay, and again, what we are is we are a customer acquisition specialized in a travel club membership. I like to refer to it as a lifestyle travel club membership. And we bring those customers to one of the largest industries on the planet, the travel and tourism industry. Now, according to Bloomberg, the travel and tourism industry is a $11.5 trillion industry. That's with a T. And is expected to grow to over $16 trillion in the coming years. I had no clue that the travel and tourism industry is that huge. None whatsoever. Okay, because right now I'm in the renewable solar industry, a $480 billion industry. I own a solar company for the last 9 years. Okay, so when he started talking about trillions, he got my attention. Now, why is it that the travel and tourism industry is so huge and is going to continue to grow? Is because it's the one thing that everyone wants to do. Is the one thing that everyone is going to do. Is the one thing that people are going to continue doing, and that's travel. That's right, travel. And you can do your own due diligence. I challenge you to ask 10 individuals this question. If you had all the time, if you had all the money, what would you be doing right now? And I guarantee you that 9 out of 10 of them is going to say travel. Of course, what else is there? If you had all the time and all the money, what else is there to do? Go and see the world, right? God created 195 countries in the world. After we got this travel club membership, my wife and I said, we are going to see at least 100 of them. But we want to take you with us. What's the sense of going by yourself, right? Sharing is caring. So as you can see on that slide there, it's showing you the top 7 largest industries on the planet. And in the middle is the fun industry of them all. You don't have to get any certification. You have to have no sales background, have to have no degree, have to be sophisticated. For those first 3 and those last 3s, you need to be certified, okay? You need to have a degree. You need to know what you're doing there. You all have to keep updating yourself in those other industries. But in the number 4 industry of travel and tourism is a fun industry, okay? It's vacation. It's leisure, right? I call it, it's sexy. And this industry is going to continue to grow based on what Bloomberg has stated. Now, if you know anything about Bloomberg, Bloomberg is always on point when it comes to tracking trends, tracking industries, tracking companies. All right, they're very reliable. Now, why is it that the travel industry is going to continue to grow? Because of this article came out from fortune.com. All right, so I'm going to back it up with documentation. 63.5% of the global population is made up of these individuals. They call the millennials. Yep. They're in the age group between 11 and 42. You probably have a couple of them living in your house, or you know a couple of them. I do too. Right? Well, this article stated that 84% of these individuals would rather take a dream vacation than purchase a luxury item. That's right. These folks are not interested in buying bling bling. They're not looking to bong them themselves with mortgages and homes and whatnot. No, these folks are about 2 things and 2 things only. They're all about their tech. They're heavy on their technology and travel. They want to see the world. Okay, so this industry is going to continue to grow, and with this second large population in the world, they're going to dominate it, right? So we're going to show them how to do that. Now, membership has its privileges. Again, Travorium is offering a lifestyle travel club membership. And you can only get this membership through an existing member. You cannot go to the website and get a membership. It's exclusive, if you will. And anytime someone joins a membership or a club, is because of the benefits, the value. So let's take a look at what the value of the Travorium membership is. Number 1 is all members are going to receive 2 unbelievable vacations every 7 to 12 months, just for being a member. And these are always 4, 5, and 6-star properties across the world. So every 7 to 12 months, Jason is packing up to head out somewhere. And the membership covers for you and the guests, not just by yourself. All right? That's one benefit. The second is you're going to earn travel points. Anytime you do anything in the ecosystem of this service, you're going to earn travel points, of which you can use immediately for future travel to mark down even significant prices. And you're going to receive hundreds of travel points every 30 days. The third benefit, that's what got my attention. You can be able to book travel better than travel agent rates. Savings up to 60% plus 3% cashback royalty points. Now, if Jason had tried to share this with you verbally, you probably won't believe him. 60%? No, that's unheard of. You see, what we're bringing to the marketplace is wholesale travel. That's never been done in this travel industry. We don't go online and say, okay, we're going to book a trip. I'm looking for retail or I'm looking for wholesale. That word has not been used. So when David Hart was sharing with me about wholesale travel, I was like, oh, it took me a little time to get it. He said, see, Anthony, wholesale will always supersede retail. Well, that's the whole idea. Most folks would join a company and become a travel agent because they get the discounts. Very few of them make a whole lot of money doing it. I wasn't interested in selling anyone travel. All right. But here we're able to book travel better than travel agent rates. Now, if you so choose, you could turn fun into fortune, just like I did, okay, by earning income for sharing this membership. And we'll talk about that a little later on. Let's continue. What does the $11.5 trillion looks like? Or what does the travel and tourism industry look like? You know, the brain season pictures, right? Saying 11.5 trillion, that can be intimidating, right? Well, this is the ecosystem of the travel and tourism industry. This is 11.5 trillion, these 8 bubbles. It consists of resorts, hotels, cruises, car rentals, entertainment, activities, tours, and theme parks. Now, I live in Orlando, Florida. Over 7 million people come here from across the world for vacation, just for Disney, not in Florida, just for Orlando. Won't you agree that when those folks come here, they're going to partake in at least 3 to all 8 of these bubbles? Of course. They're not going to sit in their hotels. No. They want to go through adventures. Now, if you have a membership with Travorium, you got this Travorium membership, you can be able to partake in any of these bubbles at wholesale, not retail. And you're also going to receive travel points anytime you book anything through your membership, okay, at wholesale. Never been done before. Now, we have a best price guarantee. Best price guarantee. If any of our members find a lower price anywhere online, we will refund them 110% of the difference. Now, when I saw this, this told me that the company is confident about their prices. Again, wholesale will always beat retail. And that's when it really dawned on me, because I said, David, why are you using that word guarantee? You see, I sell solar. I've been selling solar for over 9 years. And one thing I train all my sales guys, never tell a homeowner that you guarantee them anything. No, we may have best prices, we have competitive prices, and we have warranties. But that guarantee word, I don't use that word at all. So I had a little tiff with David Hart about this, and he said, see, Anthony, wholesale will always beat retail. We offer wholesale travel to all our members. So that's why we can put a bold statement like this, because good luck if any member can find anything lower online. And I had my legal team did it, and they always come back hands down. See, Anthony, we can't find anything to beat when we book anything through your membership. So right there then is a whole different ball game. Now, all members are going to get a travel site. And the travel site is a comparison to the regular sites that we used to going online. But the significant difference with the travel site with Travorium is you're going to be able to book travel better than travel agent rates. Savings up to 60% on more than 2 million hotels across the world. So imagine you have 2 million hotels at your fingertips across the world. We talk about 4, 5, and 6-star properties. All right, savings up to 60%, sometimes 30, sometimes 40, but at least up to 60%. Good. Now, here's a side-by-side comparison so you can see what the Travorium site looks like compared to online. This is apples to apples, verified match, book and travel better than travel agent rates on over 2 million hotels and resorts. This is a 9-night stay, 9 nights in Miami Beach, Florida. That's a vacation, right? Same hotel, same dates, same room type. With Trevorium is $23.26. With Expedia is $44.63. Whoa. That's a 48% savings plus 3% cashback royalty points. Well, I know you're probably saying the same thing I had when I said to David. How on earth, David, are you able to get 50% lower than Expedia? He said, see, Anthony, the $23.26 is the wholesale cost for that 9-night stay in that 5-star hotel in Miami Beach, Florida. We offer wholesale to all our memberships. He said, for a matter of fact, Expedia and all those other guys, they get it for $23.26 because we get it from the same suppliers. But they jacked theirs home to $44.63. Why? Because of 3 reasons. And when he shared this with me, that's when it all synced with me. Number one is that they spend millions of dollars on TV ads. Tens of millions of dollars. Somebody got to pay for that. They also put celebrities in their commercials. Well, celebrities don't do commercials for free. That's their side gig. Somebody got to pay for that. And the company got to make a profit. Right? So they have to jack it up to $44.63. Well, don't take my word for it. Okay? Because we say bye-bye to retail, hello to wholesale. Now, there's a dirty secret that's going on in the travel industry. I mean, it's a dirty secret. And NBC News investigative reports has revealed that dirty secret. After you see the short clip that we have prepared for you, the rest of this presentation is going to resonate with you. You're going to say, okay, the light bulbs is going to go off, just like what happened with me. But more importantly, you'll never book travel ever again the same way. All right? Check it out.
Go to online travel sites and scour them looking for the best hotel deal. You may be actually wasting your time.
NBC4 consumer investigator Randy Mack is here to explain how that works.
That's right. There's a reason these deals look similar. And the problem is that these third-party sites often fall under the umbrella of 1 or 2 companies. So while you think you're searching for multiple companies looking for the very best deal, every deal you're considering may actually be from the same company. Many savvy travelers look for the best hotel deals online.
I usually look at sites that kind of claim to have the best deals.
It seems like there's a lot of competition.
I've used Expedia, Trivago, there's Booking.com.
Always looking for a bargain. I like to see the red numbers that make you think like you're getting a good deal.
But that may not be the case.
Almost all those sites are owned by 1 or 2 companies.
According to the nonprofit Consumer's Checkbook, Expedia and Booking Holdings owns 95% of third-party booking sites. That means shopping around may be a waste of time. And Checkbook says calling the hotel directly won't land you a better deal. They're hesitant to undercut the booking sites.
Wow. Did you guys get that? 95% of all online travel runs through these 2 monopolies. Think about that. When my wife and millions of other people are booking travel, she's jumping around from these companies to these sites to sites looking for the best deal. $50 here, $20 here. And she comes into bed late at night, say, okay, tomorrow I got to stop over cheap tickets. My friend said I need to stop at Trivago tomorrow. And while she doesn't know she's at the same 2 monopolies. And these guys are sitting there watching us like, I wonder which one they going to select. We're at the same place. Think of the millions of people right now that's booking travel that don't know the hidden secret like you've been revealed to. You see, all the companies you see to the left is owned by Bookings. All the companies you see to the right is owned by Expedia. So when we bouncing around trying to get the best deal you saw on the video, we're the same 2 monopolies. And to top it off, guess what? They don't own a thing. These guys don't own any car rental companies, any hotels, any cruise line ship, any theme parks, but they found a way the last 2.5 decades to monopolize on 95% of the world's booking online. That's not fair, is it? Of course not. Making billions of dollars every single day. Well, that ends tonight because there's a new sheriff in town. It's called Trevorium. And we're bringing the Netflix model to the travel industry. If you understand how Netflix works, Netflix don't make money on movies. Netflix makes money on memberships that gives the members unlimited access to unlimited amount of movies. Apple Music has done the same thing too. Well, Travorium is doing that, but in the travel industry. Travorium don't make money on travel. Travorium makes money on memberships that gives the members unlimited access to wholesale travel. Ladies and gentlemen, this has never been done before. No other company is doing this. You can't lose with Travorium. We said bye-bye to retail and hello to wholesale. But you see, friends don't let friends pay retail for travel. Got it? We will never, as of September, ever book travel the same way we go through our travel site with our membership. Now, here's some more validation here. This is a 6-night stay in San Diego, California. Apples to apples. Travorium versus Expedia. Same hotel, same date, same room type. With us, it's $1,923. With them, it's $5,047. Whoa, that's a $3,000 savings. You're talking about a 70%. If I had called you, or if Jason had called you and said, hey, I discovered a way that we can travel at 70% versus anything online, you will not believe him because it's not ubiquitous. This is going to take at least another 3 to 4 years, in my opinion, whereby everyone's going to know, or a good percentage of the folks are going to know about Travorium. Okay. Now, what can these couples do with that saving, that $3,000 savings? I always say my philosophy is money saved is money earned. They can probably upgrade their flights with that $3,000 to business class or even first class. They can buy some more T-shirts or souvenirs to bring back to their loved ones. How about, most of the time when folks go on vacation, when they get back home, their credit card is on life support. How about taking that $3,000 and pay down that credit card bill, right? You can do a whole lot with their savings. Here's another side-by-side. This is one that my wife and I have booked. If you can see the dates right here, is August 25th through the 30th, 2026. Because we have access to over 2 million hotels and resorts across the world. We just play around with it like it's a game. All right, where can we go? We say we stop dreaming and start packing. All right, this is apples to apples, same hotel, same dates, same room type. With us, it's $599 for you and a guest. Where we going? We're going to Sanyo, China. That's right. At a 5-star property, the Intercontinental, with those other guys, is $1,084. That's a 45% savings, plus, wow, it's a half board included. What's a half board? That's breakfast and lunch or breakfast and dinner. Most of the properties that we offer through our membership is always offering breakfast or something to eat, okay? Not Continental, 5-star. No one is doing what we're doing. How about a one-night trip? Business folks who fly out from a meeting, have dinner, then fly back home the next day. There's a one-night stay. I'm giving you all different variations so it can resonate because, again, we're not used to wholesale travel, okay? There's a one-night stay on the Strip. Again, verified match, apples to apples. With us, it's $15.46. With them, it's $293 for that one-night stay. That's a 95% savings. Again, if I had called you as my friend and say, hey, we're staying on the Strip for $15, you probably say, are we staying at the Roach Motel? No, we're not. There's no Roach Motel on the Strip. It's always 4 and 5 and 6-star property. Okay, I can show you thousands of these comparisons, but because of the sake of time. Guess what? We have all the cruise liners as well on board. I had no clue there were 44 cruise liners in the world. Names that we've never heard of. Check out this side by side. This is the same cabin room, the same dates, the same ship. With them, it's $6,400. With us, it's $5,000. That's a savings of over $1,400 for two, plus insurance. You can't lose with Travorium. Now, if you like what you see so far, you ain't seen nothing yet. Remember we spoke about one of the features that I really like is the 2 vacations that every member gets every 7 to 12 months. It's called the Dreamcation. That has nothing to do with you booking at wholesale. These 2 Dreamcations comes with the membership. Every 7 to 12 months, you're going to be going on unbelievable trip for you and a guest. This is where you're able to use up your travel points that you've been accumulating, okay? One is called the World Tours. The other one is called the Getaways. Again, these are always 4, 5, and 6-star properties. Check these out. This is Canary Islands, Spain. 8 days, 7 nights in a studio for you and the guests for $7 using your travel points. $7? I can't stay home for $7 with my wife and these 2 dogs. It costs me more than $7. Okay, how about Cabo San Lucas, Mexico? In a 1-bedroom suite. Now we're getting fancy. For $149. Not per person, not per night. No, that's for you and the guests for those 8 days, 7 nights in Cabo. How about Orlando, Florida, Disney property in a 2-bedroom suite? Now you can bring another couple or your kids. In our case, we'll bring our grandkids for $142. Show you a couple more. Las Vegas, Nevada, on the Strip, $19 using your travel points. The beaches of Hawaii, breakfast included, $499 for you and the guests. How about New York City, in the heart of Manhattan, at a 5-star for $399, not per person, not per night, for those 5 days, 4 nights for you and the guests. And once you're down there in the Times Square area, you might want to check out a play, a Broadway play. Instead of you going to Ticketron or the box office, you can log right into your portal and get that play ticket at discount. That's right. No one is doing what we're doing. Now, that's the Getaways. And as you can see, there's over 2,000 options in the Getaway membership that you can select from. And there's no blackout dates. Over 300,000 weeks. Now, let's talk about the second vacation. That's called the World Tours. And the World Tours is the signature thing that made Travoyum popular to a certain degree. That's how the company expanded to over 60 countries in such a short period of time, doubling in size every 8 to 12 months. Because when folks go on these world tours, they meet other like-minded individuals across the world, and then they start talking about how much we're staying. You know, once we got something, we always want to share with others. Hey, how you like the room? I love it. How much you guys are paying? Oh, we're paying $350 a night. Really? We only paid $270 for the entire 7 days. Got people's curiosity, and because it's a global company, folks can get those memberships. So that's how this world tour started to grow across the world. Now, in your membership, you're going to have over 265 options. And there, every month they show them. In July, you see all the catalog of world tours, August, September, and so on. Okay? The world tours are normally 5 days, 4 nights, again, at luxurious properties. How about this? This is Czech Republic in Prague for $1. That's right. You're seeing right. $1. Breakfast included. Now, I have an 8-year-old granddaughter. I can't give her $1. If I give her $1, she'd say, Grandpa, what am I supposed to do with this? Well, I can chuckle now and tell her, hey, you can go to the Czech Republic with that. How about going to Thailand for $369 for 7 days, 6 nights at a 5-star? How about going to France for $339? Not per person, not per night. No, for those 5 days, 4 nights, breakfast included in France. How about Venice, Italy for $360? Dubai, everyone wants to go to Dubai. I think we could afford $99. Yep, 6 days and having breakfast every morning at the top of that 5-star hotel. How about going to Montego Bay, Jamaica? All-inclusive resort. That means breakfast, lunch, dinner, and all the booze for $600. There's hundreds of these world tours to the tune of 265 of them that you're able to select from. There's no lack of places that you can go. Remember, this is wholesale versus retail. Aren't you happy you were invited to take a look at this? Because no one can go online and get a membership. Travoyum's not going the old model route. No, it's through the membership only, referral only. Of course, you can go to Travoyum.com and read up everything about the membership. But you cannot become a member through the site. You have to be invited from a member. I love that exclusivity. Now let's talk about the membership. There are 3 levels of membership. We have the small, the medium, and then the one that most people take. There's no contracts whatsoever, no fine prints, no shenanigans. Anytime a customer wants to cancel, they can log into their portal, go to their account, click on a button called cancel. But what we've learned is that 97% of members never cancel for 2 reasons. Number one is the value. That's like me leaving Costco's and going back to Whole Foods, right? They don't want to go back wholesale retail. And number two is the travel points. They don't want to lose their travel points because the travel points, you have full control of it for future travel. So let's talk about the small. The small is called the silver membership. Now, the silver membership is a one-time enrollment of $69, one time only, and then 30 days after is $52 per month, of which I'm going to share with you how not to pay that $52 per month, okay? Now, what do I get for that silver membership, C. Anthony? You're going to get that travel site I just demonstrated to book travel better than travel agent rates at wholesale, all right? On hotels, car rentals, cruises, excursions, and much more, okay? So this gives those individuals who tight on the budget, they want to travel, but they just can't afford to travel. This gives them that gateway to see the world at wholesale. Okay? Now, what the silver don't have is you don't get travel points with the silver membership, and those 2 dreamcations, they don't qualify for it. Okay? But a great value as a starter. Now, for $20 more and that $52 per month, you can go with the medium membership called the titanium. The titanium is $149 one-time enrollment, and then 30 days after, it's $75 per month, of which, again, I'm going to share with you how not to pay that $75 per month because I've never paid the monthly membership, okay? Now, what's the difference with the silver and the titanium? Well, the titanium is going to get everything that the silver offers, okay? Everything. The website, travel better than travel agent rates. You're going to receive 150 travel points every 30 days. And if you don't use it that month, you don't lose it. It rolls over every month. Just like back in the day when cellular phone first came about, you had rollover minutes, we have rollover points here. You have full autonomy on how you use and allocate your travel points. Okay, remember those 2 dreamcations we spoke about? The titanium membership is able to select one out of those 2. They can select either the world tours or the getaways. Okay, that's the titanium membership. And then the granddaddy of them all, the top seller, is the platinum membership. This is the membership I got. This is the membership that your host got, Mr. Jason. Okay? It's a one-time enrollment of $269, one time only, and then 30 days after is $135 per month. Now, the significant difference between the platinum and all of them is that the platinum membership has the same as the silver and the titanium combined, okay? You're going to receive 270 travel points every 30 days versus 150 travel points. And those 2 dreamcations, they come with the platinum membership, both the world tours and the getaways. However, the significant difference between the platinum and the titanium is the titanium is able to save 50% off of the wholesale, which is Travorium retail, while the platinum is able to save up to 80% versus 50. I shared this with Stevie Wonder. You know what he said? I can see 80% better than 50, C. Anthony. I know you guys have sight, so you can see that. So that's why 95% of individuals go with the platinum membership because of the value. Okay? So what I just did, I just shared with you the Travorium Lifestyle Travel Club membership. Now, you cannot get this silver, titanium, or platinum membership from Travorium.com. You can read up more about each membership, all the values in detail more than what I'm sharing with you here. But if you click on Start Now to get a membership, a big screen is going to say, hey, you need to be referred by another member, whether it's a platinum member, titanium, or silver. All right? Now, remember I shared with you that I have not paid that $135 per month? Nope. And any of my members that I share this with, we don't pay that $135 per month. Why? Because of the marketing model that Travorium has chose. Instead of spending millions of dollars on commercials and TV ads and celebrities, what they do is they incentivize the members. So they said, hey, you just refer this to 3 individuals and your membership is free. I say, get out of here. Yes, that's right. We call it 3 for free. You refer 3 members of the same membership like yours or higher, and your monthly membership is waived. That's right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're all grown people. We know how to share. Yes? You now know if you share this with any individual that has common sense and they just see what you have seen, they're going to get a membership. 3? So I asked David, why would you do this again? Because I like to ask questions. And he said, see, Anthony, why would you and Tina travel the world at wholesale and not share with others? Don't you have other couples you like to go see the world with? I said, yeah. Yeah, because sharing is caring. That could be any three. That could be 3 boyfriends, 3 girlfriends, 3 people you work at the job, 3 people you go to church with. That could be 3 your brothers, 3 your sisters, 3 people you like, how about 3 people you don't like, 3 your neighbors. Any 3, and your membership is free. And that is how this company is growing in size in over 60 countries, because these individuals or members could be anywhere in the world. We just opened up India last month. There's over 1 billion people in India. Guess what they want? They want to travel, of course. And with a program like this, that wasn't the company's intention to go into India. None of these countries that Travorium is in right now wasn't intentional. It happened by default because people love to share. We always refer in something, right? We go to a good restaurant, we share with individuals, right? We have a good mechanic, we share with individuals. We always is sharing. So that's why I love this as a fun industry, a fun business. Why? Because we don't have to go to college. We have to take a special course on how to share. It's in us. That's how God created us. So any 3 and your membership is free. So that's the travel club membership with Travorium. Again, no one is doing what we're doing. We're bringing the Netflix model into travel space, right? So if you're interested in getting a membership, all you have to do is get in touch with the person who invited you, or get in touch with a link will be shown shortly with Jason and the Spirit Link, and you can select any membership that you so choose, right? So we can travel the world together and see God's glory. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 5 minutes more of your time to share with you how you can turn fun into fortune. I'll be remiss not to share this with you. Jason would be upset with me, and I would be upset with myself, because we decided to turn fun into fortune because, again, it's exclusive membership. So I asked David Hart this question. I said, David, all right, I got the 3 in my head. I got my 3 buddies already. I know the 3 that's going to get a membership with us, with me and Tina. But what if I have more than 3? Because I know more than 3 people. He said, I know that, C. Anthony. I said, what happens if I have a 4th and a 5th and a 6th person, or a 20th person? He said, C. Anthony, if you have more than 3, every member that you share the Travorium membership with, we got to pay you. I said, really? You going to pay me? He said, that's right. He said, it's not just for you, C. Anthony. All our members, okay, whether they're silver, titanium, or platinum, if they share this membership with anyone, we will pay them for sharing the membership. I said, well, get out of here. That's when my business helmet went on. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I sell solar for the last 9 years. And solar is not an easy thing to sell. I sell a $50, $60, $70, $80, $90,000 solar system to homeowners for 9 years. And I train my employees to do that. We sit with a homeowner for 2-3 hours, going back and forth so they can beat the utility companies, right? That is tough. And I'm only able to expand into 29 states. When I saw the Travorium membership club, that I can share a membership across the world on something that people are going to do anyway at wholesale, I was leaving a $400 billion industry to enter into $11.5 trillion. That was a no-brainer for me. So I said, show me the money. So that's why I'm going to take about 5 or 7 minutes of your time to show you exactly how you can earn income with this company. And that's everyone. It's a decision. That's a $99 decision. You don't have to do this. You can get the membership and go about your way across the world. But if you so choose want to earn income, it's optional. That's a $99 decision. So for $99, you're now entering into an $11.5 trillion industry. And this is what you're going to get. You're going to get a website, a back office, all the marketing materials, all the marketing videos, all the training. It's a turnkey business. You ain't got to tinker and change anything, and huge tax advantages. Okay? You consult your tax advisor to tell them, hey, I just started a travel business, and you'd be amazed how much hundreds of dollars you can save every 30 days. Don't take my word for it. Speak to your travel, speak to your tax advisors. All right. So I'm going to share with you exactly how David shared with me because I love earning residual income. What makes us different? Okay. As we saw earlier, all companies, or 90% of companies outside of travel, outside of bookings and hot wine, these guys, 90% of companies, all of them need what? Customers. And the way they go about this is the old business model. They spend millions of dollars on marketing. Tens of millions of dollars, TV ads, radio, internet, celebrities, but it costs. So the product or the service have to be increased. Who ends up paying for it? The customers. So Trevorium said, we're not going to go that route. We're going to go with something called incentivized sharing because we want to keep that wholesale at all times. We don't want to come back to Jason a year from now and say, well, we have to change this because we can't be wholesale, we got to be half sale. No, Dave said we want to always be wholesale. So we're going to incentivize the members. I said, why didn't I think of that? We're going to incentivize the members, the silvers, the titaniums, and the platinums to talk about this membership with folks that they know, and we're going to pay them for doing that. You see, if a customer is a Raven fan, they're going to tell others. I have a couple of Raven fan customers that I gave them immaculate service, okay? And their soul is working and is saving the money, and they give me names of their neighbors who's interested, right? A Raven fan would be always great for business. Well, think about the members who's enjoying wholesale, all right? Look at these pictures right here. You can see this guy is probably on the phone, probably taking a lunch hour, and this young lady is sitting at home. Both of them have a phone next to their head. Now, they're not talking to each other. No, they're calling a couple of their friends to tell them about this amazing membership. And it probably goes something like this, as simple as this. Because if you try to explain what I'm sharing with you to your friends or anyone, they're not going to believe you. Okay, so the words that work goes something like this. Hey, Mike, this is C. Anthony. Hey, you're doing good, great, excellent. I discovered a way to travel wholesale. You got to see this. Now, I can't explain it to you. You just got to see it. Hey, I'm going to send you a link. There's a Zoom tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. I'm going to send you a link. I got to go. Click. That's it. If you say more than that, you're complicating it and you're being a disservice to that individual because they're not going to believe you. You probably still don't believe what we're sharing with you right here, right? So saying less is more. So every time you do that and you share it and you invite them out to see an effective overview, just like what you're seeing, it's going to make sense and they're going to get a membership. Now, how does that work? Very simple. The company's going to pay you $50, I should say us. The company's going to pay us $50 every time we refer someone to the Trevorium Lifestyle Travel Club membership. $50. Now, if I got $50 every time I shared Instagram with someone, I'd be a gazillionaire today. If I got $50 every time I shared WhatsApp or YouTube with someone, hey, download that app, $50. I'd be a multi-gazillionaire. It doesn't happen, but we do it anyway. Well, Trevorium said, hey, every time you share this membership with someone and they get a membership, you're going to earn $50. So the question is, how much $50 do you need per day, per week, per month? All right? Now, the first thing we're going to do once you get a membership and you decide to make some income with us, the name of my team is called the We Will Win team, and we now collaborated with the SPIRITLINC. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is make sure that you do not pay that monthly membership. That's law. That's our philosophy. No one pays that monthly membership on our teams. So we're going to show you how to get your first three. Your homies. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. 3 of your homies, 3 of your best friends. If it's good for you, it got to be good for at least 3 people that you love. Because sharing is caring. Friends don't let friends pay retail for travel. So you thought about your 3? Good. So let's say your first 3, you're going to have 2 teams. You're going to have a left team and a right team. So let's say you share your membership with your first friend, Mary. You're going to put Mary on your left team. Let's say you share the membership with Jason. You're going to put Jason on your right team. And then let's see, the third one happens to be yours truly, your buddy C. Anthony in Orlando, This makes sense to me. I want a membership. Of course. Now you have a decision to make. Do I put C. Anthony on my right team with Jason, or do I put C. Anthony on my left team with Mary? That's entirely up to you. Now, once the computer at the corporate office see that you have your 3 in place and they paid you $150, they're going to promote you from platinum member to a platinum director and start paying you $4.45 per day. Passive residual income. That's right. Now, when I saw this, I got excited. But when I started getting it every day, it was I lost my mind. I ran out to my wife with my iPad. I said, sweetheart, look, they paying me $4.45 a day. She said, see, Anthony, I've never seen you so excited about $4.45. And she was like saying it a little a little sarcastic kind of ish, because she couldn't believe it either. I said, sweetheart, you're not getting it. Okay? Can you afford to lose $4.45 every day? She said, come to think of it, no, maybe one day, but not every day. She said, okay, I get the picture. They pay in the residual. I said, of course. I said, now, have you seen the cost of gasoline here in Florida? That's a gallon of gas a day. I mean, that's a win-win. We got the membership for free. We're going to go with 3 of our lovely friends across the world, right? We made $150, and the company's going to pay us $137 every month just for doing that. Passive residual income. She said, whoa, I love this. Let's share it with some more folks. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the foundation. Now, I want you to stay with me because I'm going to be redundant for the next 2 or 3 minutes. I'm going to say the same thing over and over because that's as simple as this compensation plan is. And this is based on every member getting their membership for free. You see, Mary's going to want her membership for free. Yes or yes? Of course. And Mary's going to share it with 3 of her girlfriends, 3 of her homies. Do you know Mary's homies? No, you don't. So this left team is going to grow by 3. How about Jason? He knows folks that you don't know. He wants his membership for free. Likewise, C. Anthony. So your 3 members or your 3 friends is going to share with 3. That's called exponential growth. 3 times 3 is 9. So 9 new members are going to be on your team that you do not know. So that 9 plus the 3 of us is 12 plus you, that's 13 on your team. And I know you're not going to stop at 3. You're going to continue sharing it. Now, once the computers see that you have 8 members on your left and 8 customers on your right, you're now promoted to be a 1-star director. Oh yeah, it's getting gooder now. You're now earning $10 daily pay every day. That's on average $500 to $700 per month, passive residual income, on top of whatever you do for a living while seeing the world at wholesale. Ladies and gentlemen, no one is doing what we're doing. You can't lose with your volume. So when I saw this, I said, I can help tens of thousands of homeowners, or I like saying homeowners because I serve homeowners. I can help tens of thousands of individuals from going bankrupt. That's right. Bloomberg stated that the average household that filed bankruptcy last year, if they had an additional $500 coming in, it would have saved that family from going bankrupt. We can help them with this. Of course, they don't have to go to no college. They don't have to go to no special ed to learn how to share. Sharing is caring. Hey, I discovered a way we can travel pennies on the dollar. You got to see this. I can't explain to you because you won't believe me, Johnny. You just got to see it. There's a Zoom tomorrow night. I'm going to send you the link. Got to go. That's it. That's all I do. I do that about 4 or 5 times per day. Now, stay with me because I said I'm going to be redundant. I put that disclaimer before. What's going to happen? These 8 folks on your left team and 8 folks on the right team, they want the same thing. They want their membership for free. So they're going to share it with 3 of their homies that you don't know. So what's 8 times 3? About 24, possible on your left and on your right. Well, once the computer sees you have 25 customers on your left team, 25 customers on your right team, you're now promoted to be a 2-star director, and now you're earning $25 daily pay. I lost my mind. Every day when I log in, I saw $25 in my account. Not points, not credits, not miles. No, cold cash deposited every single day, daily pay. As a 2-star director, with all the bonuses that comes with a 2-star director, that's about $2,000 per month passive residual income, about 24 grand per year on top of whatever you do for a living while seeing the world at wholesale. Now, what can a household do with an extra $2,000? That's a game changer right there. How about no more overtime? If I was getting an extra $2,000, I'd tell the boss, hey, boss, take me off the overtime list. I'm a Monday through Friday guy, 9 to 5. I don't need this overtime, stressing out myself. No, that can take care of somebody's rent, mortgage. How about a new car, a new automobile with insurance? Pay down some credit card debts, put away for college tuition for a kid or grandkid, tie more to your church. Imagine the possibility because the power of residual income. For the last 2.5 decades, ladies and gentlemen, I lived off of residual income, doing something one time and getting paid a lifetime. That's how the wealthy stay wealthy. They don't trade time for money. No, they put money to work. That's the way it's supposed to be. You work for a period of time, but then you put the money to work for you. And there's no doubt that this income is going to run out. We're talking about over 16 trillion in the next coming years because people are going to travel whether we like it or not. And if they can get wholesale versus retail, it's a no-brainer. But now something significant happens at the 2-star director position. As you can see, it says your business becomes willable. That means at a 2-star director position, your business is now willable. God forbid something happens to you. Okay, Trevorian will continue sending this income to your beneficiary. There's no company doing this. I've been with 3 of them over the last 3 decades, and I got to the top of all of them. If you pass on to your invisible life, that's breakage to the company. They ain't sending out that income anymore. They keep it in-house. David Hart said, we're going to continue sending that income because it's going to continue to grow and compound. Now, guess what's going to happen to these 25 members on the left and members on the right? They want their membership for free. They can care less you're a 2-star director. And you're not going to stop sharing the membership with others. So what's 3 times 25? That's about 75 on the left and 75 on the right. Well, once the computer sees you have 63 on the left and 63 on the right, or which you do not know these members or customers have to service them, you're now a 3-star director earning $70 per day. That's right. That's about $3 grand a month, $36,000 a year, passive residual income on top of whatever you do for a living while seeing the world at wholesale. And while you're traveling the world, guess what? You can share in the membership with those new friends, those new foreigners across the world. It's a beautiful thing. That's right. Now, what can we do with extra $3,000 a month? A whole lot. How about getting rid of debt? Robert Kiyosaki told me, see, Anthony, if you want financial freedom, the first thing you have to do is get rid of your debt. Pay down your debt. So this income, what you do is, because you still got your job, your business, whatever you're doing, right? This income, you start taking down your debt. Not time to buy bling bling and no. You're taking this and you're clearing off your debts. College students, whatever. Paying down your debts while seeing the world at wholesale. Have you noticed that everything is going up? Have you noticed our economy last couple of years into the future? Everything is going up. Cost of living is going up. Taxes going up. Inflation is going up. Gas is going up. Eggs is going up. Avocado is going up. Everything seems to be going up. People are having a crunch right now, right? That's why they have the gig economy. But that's not working. Driving Uber and Amazon drop shipment and Grubhub, those are not the solution. Those are for the teenagers to give them character. That's not for grown people like us. Okay, that's not the solution. That's a Band-Aid. The solution to combating this economy is a cash flow, and that's residual income. And that's what we're going to empower individuals to do. One more time. You're not going to stop sharing the membership. At this time, you probably do something like what I do. Hey, man. Hey, Mike, this is C. Anthony. We ain't talking in a long time, man. How you been? Everything's good? Excellent. Hey, listen, I discovered a way to earn $70 every single day. You got to see this. Now, I can't explain it to you. You just got to see it. There's a live Zoom happening tonight. I'm going to send you the link. Got to go. Bam. You're not going to stop sharing it. No, you're not. Now, these 63 on your left and 63 on the right, what they all want? The same thing. Now, some of them is going to get more than 3. Let's be real. Some of them are going to get 20. Some of them get 5. Some of them are going to get 8. But for what I'm sharing with you right now is based on everyone just getting their membership for free. And this is the kind of income. Okay? 63 times 3 is about 189 possibility members now on your team. Your team is growing whether you like it or not. Well, once the computer sees you have 125 on the left and 125 customers on the right, you're now a 4-star director earning $100 daily pay. Game changer. That's about $4,000 a month, over $50,000 per year passive residual income. Don't forget, it's willable. It was willable from two-star director. So God forbid after you get the 4-star, something happened to you, this income is coming in still to your beneficiary. No one is doing what we're doing. What an ingenious marketing plan this guy put together. No wonder he called me. And I'm glad he called me now, because now we're taking it to a whole nother level. And that's why I partnered up with Jason Wilson and the SPIRITLINC crew, because collaboration, working together, making a difference. So I just share with you the compensation plan with the possibilities if everyone just got their membership for free. Okay? It's not going to be exactly this way, but it gives you an idea. Okay? And we have a game plan for all these director positions. You say, hey, see, Anthony, I want to make an extra $1,200 a month to do X, Y, Z. I'm going to look for the director position and look for $1,200. That looked like a 2-star director. And we wrap out a game plan for you for 90 days, and 90 days to get here or less. I've done it many times before. We have all the systems in place. But as I close, the ultimate goal is to become an ambassador. That's the ultimate goal. If you want to pull the brakes, you want to pull the brakes here at ambassador. See, once the computer sees you have 188 customers on the left and on the right, you're now officially an ambassador in the company. This is 6-figure income position. You're earning $140 a day. That's equivalent to about $8,000 to $11,000 per month. 6 figures for sharing a membership? Unheard of. The amount of ambassadors I've interviewed before I got involved in this company, I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, have no background, no business savviness. Some of them are shy, single mothers. Now they're earning 6 figures. Their stories are amazing. I met a young lady, has 7 kids, single mother, 7 kids. Now she's ambassador. She ain't worrying about anything anymore because her business is willable. And her team is continuing to grow across the world. Now, as an ambassador, you're going to get some perks that the company put together. You're going to get 2 more vacations per year for you and a significant other to go away with all the ambassadors and the co-founders, as though you need more vacations. You're going to participate in the monthly global bonus pool. This got my attention. Travorium takes 3% of the monthly global revenue and put it into a pool and split it up among all the ambassadors every 30 days. That's like a profit sharing paid out every 30 days. Never seen that before. You're going to earn 1 share in the company. Travorium is a debt-free, family-owned company. You're going to earn 1 share in it. That means you can leave it for children's children, because it's residual income. You cannot leave your job for someone, but you can leave an inheritance of residual income. That's what Travorium put in place and get together for all the ambassadors. And they have a Louis Vuitton experience. Now, I don't know who Louis is, but I heard they take all the ambassadors to a country where there's a Louis Vuitton store, shut the store down for 2 hours, and let all the ambassadors go buck wild in the store on the company's credit card. These are all ambassadors in front of that Louis Vuitton store. These ladies right here, these are all ambassadors. Does records show that 67% of the ambassadors are all females? When I saw this, I said, okay, we have something here that we're going to share with as many people as possible. So as we close, if you want to make 7 figures, you can go through the ambassador compensation plan. I'm not going to go through that. You can contact Jason, and he can send you a copy of the compensation plan for the ambassadors. You can see those daily pays, those monthly residuals as you go through the ambassador compensation plan. But the name of our team that we collaborated with the SPIRITLINC is We Will Win. That's the name of my team that we put together at the beginning of this year. We Will Win. So I want to welcome you to the We Will Win collaboration. We're empowering people to win in life and travel. You see, we believe that every individual is destined for greatness. We Will Win is a movement rooted in faith, freedom, and fulfillment, empowering people to rise, thrive, and to live their God-given purpose through the power of travel and wealth creation. We will create 100 ambassadors in the next 36 months. Everything is in place. You see, ladies and gentlemen, if you jump into the pool, you're going to come out dripping wet. If you jump into $11.5 trillion industry with this team, along with SPIRITLINC, you're going to come out with a couple of millions, guaranteed. Because we're just doing something as simple to sharing a membership, an unbelievable membership. So every time I show this presentation, there's always two types of people. And all you have to do is get back in touch with Jason or the person who invited you and tell them what's your decision. Either you're number one or you're number two. A number one is the person who said, hey, Jason, all I want is that travel club membership. I just want that membership. I want to travel wholesale. Me and my wife, me and my husband, me and my kids. Great. That's the whole intentions anyway. The intention was, hey, we want to share this membership with others so we can travel the world. You see, me and my wife and our colleagues and now our grandkids. Your picture will be with here. There'll be thousands of us that we see in the world sharing lasting memories. See, in different cultures, different cuisines, different habitat, different histories around the world. It's going to be a beautiful thing. That's a number one. Or you want to be a number two, like Jason is. A number two is the person who said, hey, I want to be a business owner. I want the travel club membership and I want the income. For a matter of fact, I got some bills I want to pay off. Or I want to be one of them ambassadors. Okay? So you decide if you're number one or you're number two. My name is C. Anthony Harris. On behalf of the SPIRITLINC and the Travoyan team, I wish you God's blessings and just make a decision that you can. And I'm going to pass the call back to our illustrious host and my new business partner and friend, Mr. Jason Wilson.
All right. Thank you so much, C. Anthony, for that wonderful presentation. And ladies and gentlemen, like C. Anthony said, I'm going to put the information here on the screen in case you want to sign up for your membership. The business option, though, is the way that you're going to be able to get that residual income. And ladies and gentlemen, that's what you need, especially when you're looking at the future. And, you know, with the job market the way it is right now, it's kind of volatile. But when it comes to your future endeavors, having extra streams of income is the way to go. And so I'm going to put that in title here on the screen so that you can either scan the QR code, but right now I'm going to put the link on the screen so you can also have access to the website so you can go there. So it's presentation.travarium.com/SPIRITLINC travel. And so if you want, you can take a quick shot with your phone. And we'll also put the QR code here on the screen. I'm going to leave that for a couple of minutes so that you can scan that as well. But in addition to that, if you want to get in touch with me by WhatsApp, is my number here. It's I'm in Colombia, so the country code is 57-323-694-9499. And again, this presentation is recorded, so you're going to see this on LinkedIn, on Facebook, as well as YouTube. So if you want to go to YouTube, you can view the presentation there as many times as you like, and you can go to the website as well. But again, I'm going to put the website here. So if you want to take a quick shot with your phone, you can do that. And I'm going to leave the QR code in case you want to scan that for a couple of minutes. And then we're going to end this broadcast. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back here, though, next week with C. Anthony again. This brother is dedicated. So am I. We are dedicated to getting you financially free so you can flourish, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it's all about. It's time to flourish. I say that every day on my Bible study now with my colleagues, Christine Bailey, Kurt Clayton, and Todd Swish. We dedicated as well. to getting you all the information from the Word of God in order to live successfully in all areas of your life. And this is part of it. I mean, that financial piece, you need that as well. So why not get something that you can share on a daily basis and get paid? Why not? I mean, it's a no-brainer, ladies and gentlemen. So listen, I'm going to put that end title here. You can go to YouTube again. You can go to Facebook. You can go to LinkedIn. Get the same information as many times as you like. Send me a DM. It doesn't matter. As long as we in touch, we want you to get involved, ladies and gentlemen, right now. So I'm going to leave you with the end title. If you have any questions, you can get in touch with me. And you're not going to be by yourself. You got a team. We will win is the team. And thank you so much again, C. Anthony, for everything, man. You are a true blessing. Thank you so
My
much.
pleasure. It's a pleasure collaborating with you. Good night, everyone.
Take care.